Dr. Kemi for Kemi Talks Media. It's Sunday, the 6th of July, 2025. Let's talk about this screenshot that I just took out of my Facebook archives from Mohbad's investigation, which is under my hashtag IJMohbad Review. Okay, I have a book, I have everything that killed Mohbad, and I'm done with it. Okay, but before I publish that book, I need to hear all these new facts. There are no new facts. Okay, there are no new facts. Okay, VDM has a case. Okay, with Yabo Ojo, Sam Clef, and Tonto in a few days. You know what I mean? Like, my thing is VDM should concentrate on that case. However, he's bringing out all this evidence that are redundant. All right. For example, the situation between Sam Larry, Naira Marley, and Mohbad. VDM brought it out last week. That's because those ones have some kind of motion that Joseph Aloba filed with the courts that they should reopen that side of the case. The courts denied him. Okay, that was obviously done on Friday. They denied him, and we have to move on. And I said to Mr. Aloba follows me, he watches my video. Okay, I cannot be involved in this case with all the newsmakers because I was an investigative journalist at the time. I've heard people say, oh, work with Mohbad's father. It doesn't work that way. Okay, I'm a trained investigative journalist. I've solved 15 murders in North America, 13 alone in Canada. So I know about murders. The whole thing about it is that when you start working with people, you can be working with the killer. So I can't work with people. At the end of the day, everybody is being redundant. I mean, you guys have phones. You have expensive phones. Before you can Google redundant. And continue to share before. And continue to share over and over again. It's one visitor. Now, this new information, tell you feel new. TVDM fui. TVDM so pe Prime Boy chat pẹ̀lú Wunmi. Gbogbo mo ti ṣe now. Because I respect to share me, mo de ti kúrò Nigeria fún gbogbo yín. Mo kúrò Nigeria. Mo tún gbé investigation Mohbad story. Mo spend $10,200. Gbogbo monetization mi mo fi ṣe. Ẹ rò pé ẹ kàn máa investigate for fun ni. Owó náà fi investigate náà. Tábà ní kẹ́ dáwó ẹ̀ ní dáwó. Now, èmi máa ṣe review yìí. Mo ti hashtag ní IG Mohbad review. And tó bá fẹ́ wọ nǹkan tí mo ṣe. If you want to know what I did, okay, you go to IG Mohbad. The hashtag IJMohbad, any platform, all my work is there. Whether it's YouTube, but the best place is Facebook. Now, IJMohbad review is just a review of these new facts. What VDM is doing is good. I'm not saying it's not good, but he's being redundant. He needs to move forward. We cannot sit in one corner. Okay? For example, you have beans on the counter of your kitchen, and somebody told you that you need to make moi moi. That if you make that moi moi, you will get $1 million. So they poured beans on the counter. On the other end of the counter, you have Maggi, you have crayfish, you have all the things going into that moi moi. Yet you go and peel those beans, you grind the beans, onion, pepper, but you're waiting. Okay, and the person is in this living room telling you that I'm waiting for this moi moi, but you haven't put those crayfish, Maggi, and everything else on the side. You need to add those to the beans so that you can make the moi moi and get it done. It will take time. That person in the living room is not going to eat that moi moi until next week or next year if you don't cook it now. The person is waiting for the moi moi in 5 minutes. But you have the ingredients on the left and you have not put it there. It's the same thing here with Mohbad's case. Time passes, and the person in the living room said, look, VDM, I don't need that moi moi anymore. I'm going home. Or I'll buy one on the streets. It's evening time. Moi moi ladies are out. Time passes. So the time that has passed here is 650, I think, let me see, 656 days that Mohbad has been in the mortuary. So you don't go back to the ingredients and say, okay, let me finally make this moi moi. No, VDM. You need to interview Cubana Chief Priest and Soso Bereko about what happened at the show. I've already told you that I cleared them I cleared them in the fact that they did not even reach out to the father. Remember I said that a lot of people said they didn't see anything about this case. They've never posted about this case and they've never reached out to the father. So the benefit of the doubt, Okay, I interviewed Mr. Loba and asked him myself, have they reached out to you? Only Tiwa Jokpe. Okay, only Kubana ati àwọn tó ṣiṣẹ́ òpè wọn. Ẹni ọkọ̀ òpè now. So move to them. They need to speak. Now, the other thing is we don't know whether they've spoken to the police either, but still go to them because the police has botched the case. The case has ended. They're not going to prosecute Wumi. And at the end of the day, guys, that's all I'm telling VDM. Then go and target Zlatan and Belash murder. Okay? If they don't want to talk to you, there are pairs of people that did this thing. You know, when I say that did this thing, there are pairs of people that are involved in this thing. And this is not your job. This is the police job and the mainstream media. I can't spend time when it and I hate it. This is what ruined Nigeria, VDM, for all the activism and advocacy you've been doing. Have you not seen that this is what ruined Nigeria? We are the ones doing things that the government should be doing. You are doing what police and the media should be doing. The Nigerian mainstream media has a lot of investigative journalists, has a lot of journalists that it can do, and they have the money, not like we that we have to beg for it as independents. So at the end of the day, Nigeria doesn't do this, Nigeria doesn't do that. People are fixing roads on their streets. People are getting donations to fix this and fix that. It is the government's work. And it's the same thing with this investigation. It is the government's work to investigate who killed Mohbad. President Tinubu has never spoken about it. There are two entities that have never spoken about Ileri Oluwa, President Tinubu and Amnesty International. They both advocate for people getting killed. Organize prosecute case. I keep telling you, a very, very powerful politician, two of them, two kings, two politicians, and a top cop. And you're all sitting there like fools. Don't waste your time, VDM. Okay? If you're going to make me proud, all right? If you're going to make me proud as a good citizen investigator, because this is one of the things Sahara Reporter started. Yele Sowore started this thing in 2009. Citizen journalism. If you're going to be a citizen investigative journalist, do it right. Don't be redundant. Go to the people that need to be interviewed. Adura and Darusha is the third pair of people. Not in any order, but if you can get them, don't be a hypocrite. VDM, you are Davido's friend. Don't be a hypocrite. You are Davido's friend. So you have seen these people and you have access to them. So Berekon and Kubana Chief Priest. Okay, you must go to those two. At the end of the day, Adura, Darusha, how did I do my investigation? Why was my investigation successful? 15 people lived in the house. 4 people spoke to me in the course of my investigation. How do you think I solved the Romani's case? They bullied me. They released my phone number, my address. They put their sentiments in there. I did not give a fuck. At the end of the day, I interviewed 16 people in Dowen College. Present and past staff and students, house masters that used to be there in the past, house masters in the present. They went and sued all these people and destroyed the lives of 4 young students, saying that they bullied Sylvester. No one bullied Sylvester. Sylvester had a football injury, it turned into sepsis, his liver expanded. His father, instead of taking him to the hospital to the doctor, was filming him in a bad shape so that social media can have sympathy and they can, arrest those boys. They arrested them, they released them, but 2 of them have paroxysms. If you don't know what paroxysms is, please go and Google it. They went crazy. At the end of the day, stop this sentiment stuff. Mutikuro Nigeria, I'm never coming back. I've told you guys. All right? And I'm never practicing journalism again. 31 years was enough for me. Average journalist retires at 30. Only the cameraman stays 40 years. At the end of the day, I will sit here in my corner and continue to tell you guys, okay, what you need to do in that Nigeria. You might be the next Mohbad. Okay, yes, you might be the next Mohbad. I was the only one that told you that this boy died on 9/11. And I told you on the anniversary of his death, when they had that 1-year anniversary. The date is there, 11th of September 2024. My receipts don't lie. I was trained to be what I am. Thanks for listening.